Welcome to the Championship League Snooker Diary Room. Now, the whole purpose of this place is to show you the personality behind the players. Some people say snooker players do not show enough of their personality, which is exactly why we set up this chair and that camera right there. So the players before or after their matches will tell you how they're feeling, whether they're elated, whether they're devastated, or anything in between. And failing that, we've even got questions for them as well. I'll give them a go. It says, my first one here, what do you think of the Championship League Snooker? Not gonna lie to you, I like it a lot. It's short form, awesome players scattered throughout the tournament, so this could be something special. Next one says, what is your approach for the events between now and Christmas? Well, I'm not playing in many of them, mainly because I'm awful at snooker. Final question, who is your best friend on tour? Okay, I would go for Barry Hearn, because if I didn't say that, he would sack me. It's possibly the truth. Well, that is just a flavour of my questions. The players are going to be so much better than me, but make sure you watch each and every single one of them right here in this chair on that camera.
147, the frame and the match. Ryan Day, well done, man.
It was a surprise, that's for sure. Haven't played a great deal. It's been strange times for everybody. Obviously didn't get through to the World Championship, it was disappointing. So I've been drowning my sorrows, to say the least. So like I said, not much practice, and to come in and make 147 first match of the new season is a big as shock to me as anybody else. So hopefully it's a sign of things to come. I really enjoy the format, the quick matches, the round robin, and yeah, when it had a bit of a revamp in June, when it was the first tournament back at after the COVID situation, I really enjoyed more the setup and being back playing. So yeah, I really enjoy the Championship League. It's been very good to me over the years. When we first started the Hearn takeover, it was a big part of earning opportunity for a lot of the players, because there wasn't as many tournaments, and I've played in it, I think, every year since it started.
Now, maybe this isn't the diary room stuff that you're expecting, more the statistics seat, but I thought I'd give you some 147 information appertaining to Ryan Day in the opening day of this championship. Well, the 147 was a brilliant effort, potted some great balls, we know that, but the numbers that underlie it, well, it was the 158th 147 on the professional tour. It was the 10th in the Championship League, and it was his second. Now, would you believe this? Day is one of 30 players who've made more than one 147 in professional competition. That's an extraordinary number for me. Also, this is one of those tournaments that produces 147 stories like you wouldn't believe. When you think 10 147s in the Championship League over the years, and 4 of those have involved Mark Davis. He's been on the receiving end of 2, and in 2017 he became the first and still the only player to make 2 147s in the same professional tournament. So if you want to see maximums, tune into the Championship League.
Hello everyone, first day back playing snooker of the new season today for me. All went pretty well, considering I haven't really practiced that much. Been on a few holidays, enjoyed my time off, but obviously now time to get back to work. A bit of a slow start today. Hit the knuckle off the break in the first frame, which was not too pleasing, a bit embarrassing, but after that I kind of got into the swing of things, and played okay in patches, made a few good breaks when I needed to, and just went out there trying to enjoy myself. And I think towards the end of last season I sort of maybe bogged myself down a little bit and wasn't playing my sort of normal free-flowing snooker. So nice to get back out and just enjoying it, looking forward to all the upcoming events, and very happy everyone's putting some work behind the scenes to get all these events on. So I think we're all very appreciative of playing in any event at the moment, and for me just about going out there, getting some match practice, and seeing where that can take me, and hopefully I can get off to a good start like I did last season. Won an event early on and that was sort of the stepping stone to having an amazing season. So obviously a lot for me to back up last season, but I'm going to be giving it my all, and hopefully I can go one better. See you all soon.
What is something that will make or break your snooker performance? Just generally how I feel when I'm playing. If I feel like I'm snatching and not cueing well, then I'm terrible. If I feel like I've got something to go off in terms of my action, then I tend to have a bit of confidence, and I tend to play pretty well and score heavy. Give us one top tip for success. Dedication. You've got to have the talent to start with in anything that you do, any sport. But from there, everybody's got that. Who's going to do well in the game? You need to have the dedication to then put in the hours and hours of practice.
What is something that would make or break your snooker performance? That's a good question. I wouldn't consider myself the strongest mentally out of the players on tour, so there are a lot of things that could definitely break my performance, and probably not that many that'll make it. Or what's your McDonald's order? I don't tend to eat much McDonald's unless we're in China. If I take my daughters, I normally get a double cheeseburger and a white coffee.
Do you have any guilty pleasures? Well, I think for most people looking at me will tell a couple of takeaway or two is definitely a guilty pleasure of mine. Obviously I gotta start going to the gym, I think, and getting a few pounds off, but yeah, that's probably about it. Oh, there we are. Perfect one for me. What's your McDonald's order? Wow. I don't know if they want the honest one or the cover-up one here, but usually just go for a Big Mac now, Big Mac meal. I like the new triple cheeseburgers they just brought out now as well. So, and usually I get a Smarties McFlurry or something.
How have you dealt with life in snooker event bubbles? I've actually really enjoyed it. I think that it relaxes me a bit more instead of all the hustle and bustle of people around and having to be here, there and everywhere. Just keeping it simple and having kind of nobody here and just being a bit of a loner really, and just getting to go to your room and just chilling out and then play your game. It just keeps everything simple, and I'm not too bothered by it, to be honest. What unpopular opinions do you hold? I'd like to think any of my opinions aren't unpopular. That's that.
How have you dealt with life in snooker event bubbles? It's been pretty good, really. The first time in Milkins, we all stayed in the hotel. We were looked after really good. The first night was a long night because we were in there for, I think, 15 or 16 hours. But after that, everything was fine. And it was a great tournament, and obviously I didn't do that well, but it was a well organised tournament, and yeah, it was good. Second question, who was your snooker inspiration? Well, my snooker inspiration, believe it or not, was Steve Davis. I haven't modelled my game on him or anything, but I think as a youngster growing up, everyone likes to see winners. I think as you get older, everyone likes to see losers, but no, Steve Davis was my hero. He was prolific, you know, on the table, and I didn't actually like Jimmy, and I didn't actually like Alex Higgins. They even though my game would be more like theirs, I didn't really like them that much. If you could achieve one thing in the rest of 2020, what would it be? Well, it would definitely be winning a ranking event. I've not really been close for a long time. And I've had six major semis, but I think the opportunities are there now if you hit it right. A lot of the top players don't enter a lot of the lower ranking tournaments, and you could get a good draw and get through, but you've still got to be mentally prepared, and so far I haven't been, so that would be the biggest achievement of all, you know, for not just 2020 but my career. Yeah, that'd be nice, icing on the cake.
How have you dealt with life in snooker event bubbles? They've been quite short trips. Haven't been that many nights, but a lot of Netflix, Amazon Prime, a lot of movies that I've watched over and over and over. So yeah, a lot of lazing about and watching TV. If you could achieve one thing in the rest of 2020, what would it be? I think one will probably help me with the other. So I'd say to win the biggest tournament that we'll play in the calendar year 2020, which would be the UK Championship. A few years ago I got the semi-finals. So yeah, I'd like to win the UK, and I think a big thing that would help me along the way would to lose some of the weight I put on during lockdown. Thank you.
Who was your snooker inspiration? It was Stephen Hendry, always, really. I mean, watching him when I was growing up, just playing just fearless snooker and just being a complete winning machine. He was always a player I looked up to growing up, but at the same time I always wanted Jimmy White to win because he never won the world title, so them two.
Yeah, I've prepared well. I've had a really good season leading up to it in the amateur game. Won the events that I wanted to win and qualified through Q School, so looking forward to the first event. Obviously I'm playing Barry, first match on my debut, I believe on the main table, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking to learn and build on what I can do throughout the next season.
Hi everyone, first tournament of the season, just won my first game, so good start. Another couple of matches today, so hopefully you can get through those ones and top the group would be nice. First tournament season. Yeah, it makes a change coming to Milton Keynes, not too far for the people down south, so it's nice for the people up north to be able to travel for a change. So yeah, it's not too bad being in Milton Keynes, and didn't start off too well yesterday. Got here and no room reserved for me, so yeah, hanging about for an hour or so, but got there in the end, and hopefully I don't have to pay for it. Yeah, so hopefully the season goes well, and I'll chat to you again soon. So
yeah, I mean, I was driving up yesterday, not knowing what to expect. I mean, I've got a few players that I speak to on the tour, and they've told me, you know, don't worry, it's all fine. But all the guys have taken me in and helped me out, given me advice. And already, I've only been here a day, and I feel already that I'm starting to warm to being here. And the nerves aren't there, so it's obviously I've settled in quite well. And the players have, like I said, the players have helped me really well and made me settle in. So good.
Just played my first game, drew 2-all, so 2 more to play now. Yeah, it's nice to be back, start of the season. You know, just hopefully I got a new cue as well, so hopefully I'll have a nice refresh start now to the new year. Hopefully have a bit better season than last year and creep in a 64 or better. But yeah, just glad to be back. Really, you know, it's been a struggle for everyone, so I just hope I can go back playing some good snooker.
Yeah, so I've had a couple of games now. Won my first match, and second match there I drew. So got up and I was in agony for starters. I've been having back problems massively, so I pulled me back last week, and just been trying to basically ease that off as best I can. And then came downstairs, had a bit of breakfast, a few chats with Peter Lyons and Phil Yates. Is always a good story out of Phil. Just talking about Phoenix Nights and Peter Kay and all sorts of different sort of stuff, and then back to the room, shower, and first game, try to get prepared as best I could for it. And like I say, I've played 2 games there. I've won the first one, not playing great, and drew the second one, again not playing great, so hopefully I can play a bit better later on.
So Barry Hawkins is our group winner, even though of course there's still 2 matches to play. He's made breaks of 145 and 101, a 68 in between.
Hi everyone, sitting here after topping the group today, which is obviously pleasing. First tournament of the season, so nice to get off to a good start. Would have been nice to win all the matches in the group, but Sam Craigie played fantastic snooker there and got no complaints. So first tournament in the season and good start. Hope it continues, and I look forward to coming back next week. Cheers.